Hello everybody and welcome back to another progress update. Today I will be showing you the SS Atlantic, which is currently under this construction on our shipyard, which is, I don't know when it will be released, but it's really going well right now, so it shouldn't take forever. Now, probably know that I haven't done the war version of my other ship class yet. That is because I'm putting that off because I'm pushing this project forward. And when I'm done with this, I'm gonna do that. So I'm not gonna do everything one after the other like I did before. I'm gonna have multiple projects at the same time and something like that. And yeah, I'm gonna be showing you through this, telling you some stuff, and yeah, let's begin. Now, another thing I want to mention, I'm recording this on the 18th, and you're probably gonna be seeing this on the 22nd, that is probably Monday, if I'm good at math. And yeah, that means some of this may have changed by now, and yeah, this is a little bit older than my other videos because I'm also trying to produce some videos a little bit, basically plan ahead more and stuff like that. So I'm trying to change my rhythm a little bit and yeah, optimize my scheduling and everything. Also because of school, I just want to be careful that I don't have too much work to do and then also have to record a video because that's just a recipe for the disaster basically. So yeah, that's also something I wanted to tell you guys. As you can see, the exterior is mostly complete, but there is some issues, like that lifeboat station is gonna be gone today probably, because this bulge was added just yesterday, but I didn't have enough time to correct some stuff on the interior and this issue. And so you can definitely still see that the ship is under construction, and also next to the funnels there's also these holes which are gonna be like skylights, and I guess skylights, emergency ladders and stuff probably, and those are also not done yet, so there's still a lot to do, and so it won't be, this project will definitely stay here for quite a while, and yeah, so it's gonna take a little bit. And we're gonna see a lot of that later in the tour. But let's get, for example, into Saloon Class. This upper portion here with the reading room is actually done, as you can see. I went for more wooden aesthetic design, as was common back then. A big inspiration was the SS Great Britain, which still exists today, so that was helpful. And as you can see, it is very basic in types of luxury. It's nice, but it doesn't go overboard. You can definitely feel that you're still on a ship. And I don't know if I intended to have, I don't have a light here, but probably that was intentional, but I'll see if I can add one. As you can see down here, it's pretty much still completely under construction. I have put down the layout around, but it's around how it's gonna happen, but I probably will be changing some stuff. As you can see, here's gonna be some hospital areas, because back then quarantining and disease was a bit more of an issue, so hospitals were a little more expensive. This here is also going to be the dining area, as you can see, with a cargo hold here. For the aft cargo, it's actually the first time I'm doing an aft cargo hold. And as you can see, some of these cabins are actually done. These are like the biggest cabins you're gonna get, the nicest. But as you can see, they still have wood flooring because it was the same on the SS Great Britain, so I'm gonna be doing it the same here. Even though this is a luxurious area, it just seems like it was like that back then. But it does have some nice cabiny aesthetic design with very wooden. But as you can see, as I mentioned before, this extension still has this issue here. But I at least know these cabins I'm gonna just extend out here, and they're gonna become bigger suites, so that's gonna be nice. And as you can see, all the engineering and the entire oil-up is a completely unfinished mess, and that's gonna be a whole other issue. But at least the entire steerage is done, so that's one less thing to do. And most of the top deck stuff, so I'm gonna be worrying about top deck a little later in this tour. But as you can see, the cargo hold is not done. But here, as you can see, this is a men's section. This is done. Up here, the family section is also done. Here's a single women's section, also complete, as you can see. And last but not least, this other men's section over here is also done. And now next to this section are the stokers and trimmers. As you can see it, they are also completed. Now these areas are quite new actually. I completed them a few days ago, all of them. And yeah, some here is still some is still to be done up here, but yeah, it's still a lot to do in everywhere basically. There's barely any really completely done area, except maybe steerage and a bit of the top deck. As you can see, there's a little pantry. I have completed most of the main parts of like kitchen galley stuff. As you can see, it's completely done with like pantries. There's even a meat store with the with the cow. Find that funny. That's how meat was transported back then basically, because well, refrigeration really wasn't a thing back then, so just plonk a cow on and hope for the best. There's also a pantry, as you can see. It has all the pantry things you need. Now in the other building, symmetrically on the other side of the engine hatch, you have the captain, for example. Traditionally the captain was on the starboard side on the fore end, and that's the case here as well. I actually had to flip the entire building here to make that possible, because I didn't know this when I built it. There's also an offices mess with a nice reference and a lot of space, so it's a quite a nice space for officers to smoke, eat and whatever, and probably also some of the other crew that they'll probably also get to be in here, because there isn't a lot of crew and yeah, they don't have another space. As you can see, there's the first and second officers, and there's the chief officer and pilot over here. And there's a lavatory because they need to pee somewhere. Over here are some more bunk rooms. Here's the greaser's room. Here's some stewards and cooks, and here are some engineers. So there's a lot of crew on this upper deck. And something I also want to show you, the steering engine is not yet done, but I have put up this little bit where coming up from the rudder, so I don't forget. And forward of that you have some more lavatories and some storerooms, oil skins and all lanterns, and some staircases downstairs in a locker. Nothing special really. And here are some more staircases, and there's the lookout and seaman quarter room basically. So a lot of crew on this deck. And as you can see on the ship, even though it's a very old ship, I'm still very conscious about safety, so there's a lot of lifeboats. Now obviously those two stations are gonna be gone, but it's still gonna be a lot of lifeboats for, I actually calculated it not too long ago, for almost 700 people. So for a ship of this size, 700 space in lifeboats is a lot. So that's nice. And something I also try to include, as you can see here on the back deck, is this rounding of the deck so the water can flow off. That's just a little bit of a design choice I decided to add, and yeah, it turned out nicely. I didn't do it in these main buildings, but I may add it. I can try at least. I did do it on this bridge area here, but even though there's some stuff here, it's definitely not done yet. Still a lot to do, as I mentioned a lot in this tour, so you won't be seeing this anytime soon. But yeah, a little bit of an update on what's been going on my side. And yeah, a lot of construction has been happening on my side with for example, my residence. I showed you yesterday, but obviously you're gonna be seeing this in 4 days, so that's gonna be half a week ago basically when you're watching this. And yeah, I'm not sure if I'm gonna be building some other stuff. This is gonna be my main focus right now, but I'm also soon I'm gonna be starting with the war version of the other class, so that doesn't get pushed back too much. but that should be a lot easier now. Also with Amulet I can just replace blocks a lot easier. It's a lot easier, everything. So that should be a quicker project that should be done also side by side with this one. And after that I'm planning to build my own yacht. I experimented with the design of that yacht on my tropic ship. As you can see, that was a little bit of a more experimental interior design there. That's similar to what is gonna be on my yacht because I like that. And there's a little bit of a weirdness on that rigging. And yeah, that's gonna be happening. And I'm planning some other ships, for example, a bigger ship class again, or more ocean liner stuff again. And then after that, a passenger and store and transport combination ship like the Emmanuel ship. Because that ship is so old, I wanted to do one of those again, because yeah, it's been a while and I have definitely improved quite a bit since then, and it would be a nice change. And I also just remembered, yeah, maybe a tender would be nice again. Anyways, that would be what is going on now on the shipyard. I hope you enjoyed this little look into what is going on. Yeah, I will be just continue bringing these semi-regular updates on what I'm doing and what I'm working on. And yeah, if you like this type of videos, you may also enjoy the progress updates of my Arctic class. Maybe less so of my Wilhelm class, because those were a lot more simpler. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed with watching this. Maybe leave a like, comment some ideas down below I could do, subscribe, and yeah, and goodbye.